What's up, guys? So right now we're gonna make a high fat meal. I mean, we're trying to get 100 grams plus of fat in this one meal. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do that. We're gonna be eating hamburger. The reason hamburger is because hamburger has 17 grams of fat per serving, and that's one hamburger patty. So it'll probably, 1.5. I usually eat 2 hamburger patties, but it's not for a hamburger patty, it's 4 ounces. I usually eat 6 ounces. So in return, that's like, almost 20 grams of fat. Gonna have an avocado. We're gonna have some of this almond coconut milk with some full fat coconut milk. Gonna have a little bit of cocoa, peanut butter. What else is there? Peanut butter, cocoa. I'm gonna have some avocado oil, some coconut oil. So we're gonna be getting all of our fats in. I'm not gonna weigh all this out, but you guys can do that if you guys would like to. I'll show you guys and I'll tell you guys what servings you guys should use for each meal, okay? My next live stream I'll probably do will be on the teeth. So I'll make a video on how to have healthy, I'm gonna make a video on how to have healthy teeth, and then I'm gonna do a live stream explaining to you guys on how to have healthy teeth and then what to eat. So right now, I'm going to take my coconut oil and put it in this pan. I have this already frosted, so if you haven't already, defrost your hamburger. I already defrosted it, so we don't have to worry about that in this live stream. If you guys haven't, put your pan on low. I put a teeny bit higher than low, but basically low. Now what you guys to do is take about 2 tablespoons, 2 servings of coconut oil. I'm just going to put some on there. I usually don't like to weigh it out. I only weigh it out if I'm trying to save money. If I'm not trying to save money, I just throw it on there. So put 2 servings on there. Pour it on there. What you're going to do is you're going to cut open this thing of hamburger. Or if there's a little peel, you can just peel it open. Sometimes this peel works. I can just peel this open. There we go. Smell it, make sure it's not bad. Obviously this one's not bad because I just smelt it. So, you're going to wash your hands. You don't want to touch you want to wash your hands before you touch any raw meat. Before you touch anything. If you're cooking, you want to just wash your hands every time you touch something different. I mean, unless it's a vegetable. Vegetable. But, so what I'm going to do is you're going to take about 1/4 of this. You can do it in thirds. I like to do these in 4ths just because they cook faster. Thirds take a little longer to cook. Then you're going to roll it up into a ball. Show you guys right here. You're going to roll this up into a ball. Get it to a nice little ball like this. And then you're going to start flattening it. And just kind of push your hands to the side. And then kind of, push your hands back and forth like this. And then kind of use your hand on the side to kind of, round it out. Make sure it's not too thick, because if it's too thick, it's going to take long to cook. But if it's too thin and too big, then it's just going to be kind of floppy and move everywhere. So that's probably a good size. I'm going to set that down in the pan. I'm going to take another 1/4, or about 1/4. Roll this up into a ball. Again, same thing. Just kind of push it together so it's strong. And then roll it up into a ball. Then we're gonna go from this, pushing it down. There we go. Another patty. If you want to make it easier, you can grab a top to like a mason jar, or you can grab a top to like some type of thing you eat out of, like maybe a thing of peanut butter, something like that you can fit this in. And you can just push it in there, and it will make it very, very easy access. But the only problem is then you're gonna have to wash that every single time because it has raw meat in it, and you don't want to use that raw meat. And you don't want to, you don't want to put something else in there or reuse that top on something. You'd have to find an older one, but it does work. It does work if you do that. So here we go with my last little patty. Set that down in there. Take this, throw this away. Oh crap, it fell out. Throw this away, and then you're gonna wash your hands again. You don't want to touch anything else with your hands. You don't want to touch any other raw meat or any other vegetables with raw meat that was on your hands. So you're gonna wash those really good. I like to wipe off my hands really good with the towel, just make sure I get everything off. So now I'm gonna take my plate. These are my plates, and I'll show you guys every live stream. I tell you guys I love these plates. because the outer edge, and it makes it so that the oils don't slide off easy, which is good for keto. So get some plates that have this outer edge. And so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our plate and we're gonna take some celery. Because celery has fluoride, and celery is really good for the teeth. And I'll go over that in another, in another live stream next week. When I do this live stream, I'll go over about teeth. Usually I just take 2 sticks of celery and then I break them up like this. So it's kind of like, it's like 4 sticks of celery. And I eat it with peanut butter or almond butter. I like almond butter better only because almond butter has biotin, which is obviously good for my hair. And then it has lots of calcium, which is good for my teeth also. And when you're done with everything, I'm just going to put it back in the fridge. So just put your stuff back in the fridge. Now we're going to take the peanut butter, whatever I have left in here. I don't have too much left inside here, so we're going to take all this peanut butter out. Scoop it all out. This is probably going to be a serving of peanut butter. Once I scoop everything out, it'll be a serving. And I'll start adding my fats up as I'm going along. I'll add up all my fats for you guys so you guys can see how I get a high fat, meal in. Now, with all these foods, and I haven't gone over this too much on my live streams, all these foods, make sure they're organic, non-GMO, and the meats are grass-fed and free range. Why? Because pesticides are terrible for you, and you don't want to have pesticides in your foods, and you don't want to have Roundup Ready seeds from GMOs that are bad for you. So we're taking 1 serving, I'll go over this now, 1 serving of peanut butter. You are taking, as I said, the hamburger patties. You're gonna have 2 of those, or you're gonna have 6 ounces. There's about 2 hamburger patties. So I'm gonna put that top on now, let that cook. So overall, we're gonna have 2 servings of coconut oil, which will be 28 grams. Now I'm only gonna put 1 in there because I put about 2, but I'm only having 2 hamburger patties. So you have to think, okay, that's about a serving of coconut oil, which is 14 grams of fat. Right? I'm going to have 2 hamburgers, which half a hamburger is about 9. So you go 17 plus 9 is about 26. I'm gonna say 20, I'll just say 25. So 25 grams of fat right there. So that's already 29, 39. That's 39 grams of fat. Then we have peanut butter, which our peanut butter has 16. So we have 39, we have 45, we have 55 grams of fat so far. So we're at 55. So we need to add another 45 grams, which will be easy, okay? So you're going to take a serving of broccoli, about 1 cup of broccoli. So only because I had 1 cup. If you can, get 2 cups of broccoli. But I only had about 1 cup left, so I threw 1 cup on my plate. And then you're going to take 2 to 3 cups of cauliflower, depending on how much broccoli you had. And if you didn't have any broccoli and all you have is cauliflower, then we're going to take 4 servings of cauliflower. It doesn't really matter. I would like to have it 2 too, but it's kind of up to you. This is just a meal. You can throw on whatever you want. I'm throwing on cauliflower and broccoli because this is something different. I usually have a lot of spinach and kale. I do eat a good amount of cauliflower, but not as much as I used to. I used to eat cauliflower almost every meal. For a while, I was eating cauliflower for every meal. Spinach, same thing. I'm trying to stay away from it. I like spinach. It has high potassium and high magnesium, and it's good for you. But I'm kind of trying to stay away from it so much because I eat that like every meal, every day, all the time. Like you guys see in my live streams, I'm always eating spinach. Like in my videos, I'm always eating spinach. I'm trying to stay away from it a little bit more, but it's so cheap for how for even the quality, even good quality spinach is really cheap. So that's why I eat it, and it's like it fills up your plate, and it just tastes really good to me. Spinach is like my favorite vegetable. It tastes so good to eat, especially if you put avocado oil, salt, and that stuff. It tastes amazing. Every other vegetable does too, but it's like different. So I'm putting in 2 to 3 cups of cauliflower. I'm not weighing this out. I like putting cup wise, but I'm just gonna kind of fill up my plate as much as I can with cauliflower. Like I said, we're at 55 grams of fat right now. So Here we go. There's the cauliflower. Now I'm going to take all my stuff and make a smooth, kind of a smoothie. So we're going to take about 1.5, 1 serving of this almond milk. It's about another, this is another 4 grams of fat. Okay, so 4 grams of fat right there, so that's already 50, I said 55, 59. Take about a serving of this full fat coconut milk. That's about a serving. Maybe a little bit less. So I'm just going to say 10 grams of fat from that. So I'll make that, I'll say it's 70, 11 grams. 70, okay, that's 70 grams right there. I'm going to put a little bit of this in there, which is just collagen. We're going to put some cocoa, which has obviously 4 grams of fat from this. And this is 1 tablespoon as a serving. So we have that. So that's already 74 grams of fat right there. Okay. And blend this together. You guys see we have it right here. I'm going to go over here and blend this. Plug this in. Plug my light. Alrighty. Go. I'm getting a cup for this. So that's 74 grams of fat, and I still have my avocado oil to put on and my avocado. So it's for sure going to be over. This will for sure be over 100 grams of fat. Carb wise, it's probably only like net carbs of 10 with the vegetables. With vegetables. Think about that, with vegetables. And then protein wise, probably 40. We'll see, 30 or 40. And this turns up a little bit more in between medium and medium low. Kind of to get these, even the medium low maybe right now, to get these cooking a little faster. So what we're going to do now, take the avocado oil, take 2 servings of this, and just put this on here. I'm just going to kind of put it around. So we took the avocado oil, and 2 servings of this is 28 grams. So right there we're already at 102 grams of fat. Now I'm going to take the avocado. Now I know this is not the size of a normal size medium whatever avocado, which should be 24 or 21 grams. This is like half that. So I'm just going to put half of this, and I'll say 10. So it'll be at 112 grams of fat. So that's going to be how much we have for this meal, 112 grams. And you can think about, we might have a little bit more than 6 ounces of hamburger. So it might even be 120. And one of my last videos, I made a meal where I had 125 grams. And this is usually what I have for every meal. Usually I'm having around this many grams of fat for every meal, about 100 and almost up to 100 every meal. Now usually I don't have the full fat coconut milk, so that would kind of cut it down. And sometimes I don't have an avocado, so it might go down to like 80. But I'm usually having, anywhere 80 plus of fat every single meal. And that's what you should be having. I mean, unless you're trying to lose weight, on keto you should be having a lot of fats like that, because if you're only eating 2 meals a day, you gotta get your calories in somehow. You gotta have a good amount of calories. I mean, I don't believe in the calories in, calories out bull crap, that if you eat food, no matter what, that it's just calories, because then you gotta eat healthy, you gotta have the right vitamins and nutrients, and you gotta eat the right food. So I don't believe that, but some people, believe in that stuff. So all I know is that I eat a lot more than I burn off sometimes, and I eat a lot less, and I don't gain weight or lose weight when I do that. I did a whole thing where I was eating 1,600 calories a day, was burning off 2,500, and I gained a pound. Watch my videos on that. I did vlogs on that stuff. I did a whole 30 days on that. So I'm going to take about a little more than a serving of sea salt, some pink Himalayan sea salt, and then a little bit of garlic powder for the vegetables. And like I said, honestly, I did that, and I didn't see anything, see any weight loss. If you look up Jason Woodrock, the 4,000 calorie ketogenic diet challenge, we ate 4,000 calories a day, and he lost a pound. He did that for 21 days, I think it was, and then he lost a pound after that. He didn't gain weight, he lost weight. Why? Because he's on keto and he's eating high fats and he wasn't eating any carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are what make you lose or gain weight. Because carbohydrates are put into the body and stored as energy, stored as glucose, or stored as fat, because we need to use it in storages for when we don't eat for a long period of time. That's why ketogenic diet is good. And that's why a lot of people say, well, ketogenic diet is not sustainable for a long period of time, because if you're on a ketogenic diet and you go and you say, okay, now I want to go to doing, I can't eat for a month now. When you're on a ketogenic diet, it's going to be a lot harder on your body, in the sense that you're not going to have as much fat on your body. Like, I only have like 4.5% body fat. Like, if you look, this is when my body fat's really low. So if I were to go on a ketogenic diet, or if I were to go and not eat for a long period of time, I wouldn't really have much fat to burn off. So I could basically, you could say I could die quicker because I don't have a lot of fat to burn off. If I had like 40% body fat, I could live a lot longer on my body fat. That's a little bit different. Here, let me get this for you guys. Sorry about that. An area code. And so I could live a lot. Sorry, it's going off again. It does this a lot. And so I could, I wouldn't be able to live off that for as long. So, oh my gosh, sorry about that, guys. Let me see if it's gonna do it again. I think we're good. So that's the thing. I'm gonna turn this back down a little bit lower. You kind of hear it, like sizzling a little bit, so I'm turning it a little bit lower. So yeah, you wanna, that's the biggest thing. So, yes, that's kind of a bad thing about it, but when are you never not gonna have food to eat? And if you don't have food to eat, you're not gonna be able to choose if you're on keto or not. If you're homeless or you don't have the money to buy food, you're not gonna have a choice anyways to be on keto or not. So if you have a choice to be on keto, then you're not gonna have to worry about not being able to eat. So it's not like you're gonna die from that. It's just like, having 4% body fat it's not like, or 5% body fat, whatever I have, I don't think I have 4. I think that thing's wrong, but in my low body fat, it's not like it's like unhealthy. It's very healthy for you to have low body fat, but it's like saying it like I said, like if you had 20% body fat compared to someone that has 4, you'll be able to run off that body fat for a longer period of time when you wouldn't be able to eat. That's why we used to eat healthy foods back in the day. Really healthy foods, we would live longer. But the thing was that we would eat, carbohydrates and fruits and other things like that, like stuff, during, the summer and kind of towards winter, so that during winter when we didn't have a lot of food to eat, we'd be doing keto, we'd be doing fat burning throughout the whole winter, trying to try to find food. And when we would try to do that, we'd be in keto eating meats, and we would be, saving our meats, putting them in freezing them and eating meats. And we'd be eating fats. Good oils wouldn't go bad. Vegetables, we would still be able to eat some vegetables that wouldn't go, vegetables throughout the winter. But lots of, carbohydrate-based foods like grain and rice and stuff like that don't last during the winter, not as easily. So that's why you would be eating more, like watermelon, for example. A lot of fruits are during the summertime. There's a lot of fruit, right? And there's certain fruits during the winter, but you wouldn't eat much fruit back then, So it's like, that's how our body kind of worked, and that's how I think it kind of works. So I think we kind of were in keto and kind of went in and out of keto, but I think we were mostly in keto, and we ate carbohydrates to store up fat in our body to last longer, and then we wouldn't eat carbohydrates for a long time. Then we'd eat some, and we wouldn't eat them for a long time. So I feel like we only had carbohydrates a little bit of the time, just to store extra fat inside our body to last us throughout, the next couple of weeks or months or however long we had to go for without finding food, right? And so keto is a great diet. I say stay on it the whole time. It's not like you have to go on and off it. I say stay on it the whole time. The benefits of staying on it for at least over 3 months are really good. And that's why it shows that we did it for a longer period of time, not just for a couple of weeks. Because you really don't get into full ketosis and using fat storages and burning off fat up to 8 weeks. So that's why it's important that you stay on it for a long time. Now the big thing about keto is that people think that you can just go find foods that are high in fat and you can eat them, which is true, but it has to be the healthy fats, it has to be organic fats. And the other thing too is there's things like this, right? For example, these are raw cashews, and you're like, okay, it's only 8 net carbs. It's 9 carbs, 1 fiber, 8 net carbs. Cool. You can have cashews on keto. Wrong. right? You don't want to have cashews on keto. Just because 8 carbs, you can have a couple maybe, but it's like everyone's always like, well, it's only like 9 grams of carbs. I can have 1 or 2 of them, not a full serving. It's like, why do that? Because that's just going to make yourself want to have more and then go back and want to have more and more and more and more. And you're not going to be able to eat that. So I don't recommend doing that. What I recommend is doing what I'm doing. So I can show you guys my plate now. I recommend having stuff like this. High vegetables, stuff you can have a lot of. So I can have a ton of broccoli. I can eat as much broccoli as I want. And it's healthy for you. So I recommend that. Same thing with this like chocolate milkshake I made. You can have almost as many of these you want throughout the day, as long as you're fasting, right? During your meal, you can have as much as you want. So I recommend doing that. So usually, like I said, it takes about 10 to 20 minutes to cook the hamburgers. The rest of the stuff preparing is very easily. Now I had this on medium to medium low. I had this on low to medium low. So most of the time I'm keeping it on low. And what I do is when they're almost done, so right now they're almost done. They're getting really close. What I do is I poke through them, and because they're red in the middle, and I poke through them and I open them up, all of them up, because then it cooks them faster throughout the middle, and I can just eat faster. Now obviously I'm gonna open this back up. So what I'm gonna do is usually I wait till they're almost cooked before I put anything on there. So I'm gonna put some salt. I'm gonna put a little bit of turmeric. Turmeric kind of tastes weird when you put it on hamburgers, but I like to have turmeric because turmeric is like one of the healthiest things for the body. So I always put turmeric on everything. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of, we have some cayenne pepper. Last time I had a little bit of this, it was just too much for me, so I'm gonna put like a little bit on each one. It's like barely any. It was just too much. Like I don't like spicy stuff. I like stuff that's like mildly spicy, like tomatoes. Right? Like tomatoes are like really mildly spicy. That's the stuff I like. So, and I'm gonna put some paprika on here. This paprika tastes really good, but I think this stuff is, oh, there we go. I'll put also some paprika on here. It'll taste really good. I recommend just putting salt on almost everything. Salt is really good for you. I mean, there's so many different little things you can have. Like if you check like teas, like stuff in tea, or just like different stuff like seasonings and turmeric, ginger. Like I mean, I can go on and on. There's so many different things, so many benefits, and it's hard to find, what you need to eat. But the biggest thing is that you should, or not find what you need to eat, but find, trying to have a variety of everything. So the biggest things are finding out what are going to benefit you from a scale of like 1 to 10. So let's say, for example, I need help with my teeth. So one really big thing that's going to benefit me is broccoli, almonds, and celery. Those are some things. So I eat a lot of that, right? But there's other things that may benefit you in different ways. So you're going to want to have some of that too. So you're going to have to switch back and forth between what you want to eat and what you need to eat, and you know what I mean? Find foods that you like that are going to benefit you. So like almond butter and almonds, I love that stuff. So that's going to benefit me, so I want to keep having that, right? So you got to kind of find out what problems you have almost. Find out what problems you have in your body. Start eating healthy at first, and then start finding out what problems. If you have dairy intolerances, don't eat any dairy, so take out all dairies, right? If you have lots of inflammation in the body, find foods that are very anti-inflammatory and start eating a lot more of those foods that are more anti-inflammatory. So find stuff like that, Phone's going off again. Wireless caller, I'm just gonna, I don't know who this is. I don't know if my mom's gonna answer or not, but I'll just put this back on. Sorry about that, I'll just let that go. But I think the hamburgers are almost done. I could do this live stream, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wait till these are done. These are about done. About 1 more minute. But yeah, I mean that's how you cook. I mean, cooking is very easily. I mean, easy. Most people think cooking's really hard. All you really do is put some oil in the pan, coconut oil, not like vegetable oils and stuff. That stuff's terrible for you. Do not use vegetable oils, hydrogenated oils, canola oils, none of that stuff. Use coconut oils, avocado, or olive. Those are the 3 you're going to want to use. Put some oil in the pan, grab raw meat, grab eggs, whatever you want, put it in the pan, let it sit there for a little bit until one side's cooked, and then flip it, and then wait till the middle's cooked, and then you're done. And then, vegetables, you know what you do? You grab the vegetables, break them off, set them on here, put avocado oil on it, put salt, garlic powder, onion powder, whatever you want on there. Put an avocado on top, put some almond butter on the side, and have a meal. It's pretty easy. Most people just don't want to eat raw vegetables because they think it tastes nasty. This stuff right here, cauliflower, amazing. Right? Broccoli, right here. Mouthful, sorry. Amazing. Right? That stuff is amazing. So saying that stuff tastes bad, I don't know who you're talking to. The oils taste good. Fats taste good. So people like. Feel like fatty foods or sugar. Take the fatty foods instead of sugar. Because your brain is made mostly out of fat. That's why it's going to be healthier for you. So I'm going to turn this off now. I think these are done. They're close enough anyway. They can go a little bit red. It doesn't matter. As long as it's not like dead red. Yeah, these are... that's fine. I'll be fine. That was a little red. I'm leaving that for another like minute. Those are kind of pretty red. Put on low, leave it there for another minute. And having healthy water. I have a Berkey which has healthy water in it also. So this is what my meal looks like without the hamburger on it. Let's just show you guys this. It's gonna end. That's gonna take a minute to finish anyway. So I'll show you guys this, and this will be it. So I have my peanut butter, celery, avocado, broccoli, avocado oil, sea salt, garlic powder, coconut oil, and hamburgers in there. 110, whatever it was, grams of fat. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Click all my links in the description if you guys can. Check out my other YouTube videos, my other live streams where I did this stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. But peace.